Hello and welcome, it's Kosh here at Granite City RC, and I guess we'll have a look again at the excavator and see if we can get this all sorted. I think I'd left off last time. I was still trying to get the pin out of this part, which is basically a housing which sits on there. So I ended up using a little microfile, a round one. Pushed it through from one side and kind of screwed it in a little bit as well, just until I could get it all out. And then just some pliers, well, they're actually cutters, but as long as you're not cutting, it's fine, to pull it out. So that's now sorted on that front. Probably should have maybe degreased it in between videos, but where's the fun in that? But anyway, I'm back on this project because I have a replacement turned up today, so I'm gonna go out seeing if I can get this swapped over. There's no wires which have come on this one, so I'm gonna have to unsolder these ones from the old one and put them on this new one, and hopefully not burn myself like I normally do with soldering iron. But yeah. Anyway, I do have another piece, but I don't think I'll show that to you just yet. No. We'll leave that for another episode, I think. So yeah, I'll get on with the rest of this. I think let's just unscrew the spindle drive there. I'll get everything attached to this one and take it from there. So, let's get on with this. Okay, so I haven't realised how this comes apart, but there's this mechanism which locks on the main screw drive, is fitted actually inside under the housing on the gear there, so that's one thing to look for if you're taking it apart yourself. Instead of never done this, so it's a bit of a learning curve as I go. So yeah, get this all cleaned up and see if we can open up the new one and get that in there. So obviously I'm using the old pieces again. I'll just check the spindle drive, make sure there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the screwdriver itself. Just the well, I presume just the servo. But, I did manage to twist the servo around a little bit before taking this, I don't know, screwdriver pin holder, whatever, off. So I might throw in a battery and just see if I've freed up the servo a little bit. As I said, it kind of went one way, it was a bit more resistant the other way. But I guess it's worth a quick test in it. No, it seems to want to go one way intermittently now. And now it stops. No, I still think it's the servo. So yeah, I'll swap it out for sure. I guess the only problem is if anything like that happens with the other one, then I'll maybe replace this or that or these. Who knows? Yeah, there's not really much else I'm gonna be able to do myself, but alright, we'll swap this out. So this actually looks like there's hot glue on this servo. If I can zoom you in a little bit on it. So yeah, I'm going to try melting that with the soldering iron to get that off, I think. It's probably the best way because it looks like there's a little resistor or something in the middle there, which obviously isn't on the new one. So I'll see if we can get that taken off at the same time. But what was it? I get distracted easily. I'm going to put this on first to the new one, then we'll get that out there. This doesn't fit in this one for some strange reason. It's just too big. That fits through there, but that won't fit through from the other side because that needs to be the same diameter as that. So I think I'm going to have to take the top off the other one and replace it with this one. It looks like it's the same. Well, that's interesting, because that should have been a version 4 servo which I had ordered. So that's the only problem I encounter there. rewatch the last video because I forgot which way round these are supposed to go. I think it's red, then white. Oh, it's red and white. No, I think it is. I'm not entirely sure what this resistor is, what that piece is. But, I don't know. I have my suspicions these may not be the same. This might be a version 3, the new one. And take the old version 4, so I'm going to quickly solder the wires back on, test it, see if it works, which is always the big one, and see if that's needed. If things go a bit funky, then I'll put that in and test again. Yeah. Right, haven't burnt myself this time. I've put the 2 wires in where they should be. I'm going to hook it up to a battery and see if we can get it working again.
Come on, boys, we can do this. Oh my God, you only think you're too hard in the middle of fucking nowhere here. Telling a whole bunch of people, what the fuck it is you do?
Alright, I guess I'll try solder that on and see what's what. Okay, that is soldered on. Let's plug you in for another test. Try not to burn myself on the soldering iron.
Things are coming back. Can you get this out there? I don't believe you getting fucked up again. Shut the fuck up. We're taking care of it. We're gonna have to get another courier down here now. We don't get another courier here. Call this number. Ask for Terry. Tell him where we are. I don't trust Terry. I don't trust this. I'm going right with dope. Fuck it. I'll go with you. Neither one of you guys are going with dope, alright? It's too risky. It's too much money, too much dope. Someone has to go to
Wants to work, but I almost feel like when I opened it I might have, don't know, moved something a little bit. It's apparently no worse than that one. I think someone said possibly it could be the transmitter. It might be worth opening that up and just checking all the connections. Away from this one, just so I can have a look at what's going on properly then. Right, so taking that apart so I can see exactly how it all mashes together. So I'll use that as a reference point over there. This is quite awkward. It seems like it's working better, but then also a little intermittently.
Still live with the grandmother. Unfortunately, Terry Dennis are great fucking guys. I mean, I love good dope. And if I don't have any, I go to Terry. There's always get good dope. They do in large quantities, like harbor drops, that sort of stuff. And I've always wanted to work them. Join always down. I mean, I'm jealous. It's just not my scene. Boy, man, it's really greasy. And they're always trying to talk here. I mean, they make a shitload of money and the cops never think about fucking with them, but who wants to go to a house to buy dope and be greeted by a grandma? That's pretty fucking greasy, guys. I mean, Ricky, you do that again, Ricky. Alright?
Ooh, this seemed a little bit tight. So I've loosened them and wow. I'm quite pleased with that actually. I don't know if I can. You can see that zoomed in there. So yeah, just loosening the screws on the back because it sounded like it was binding on something. I think I've freed it enough to carry on. Yeah, I don't mind the sound in the background. I'm watching TV whilst doing this. Multitasking. I guess this just needs put back together. Although now would be an opportune time to do stuff. I've put the speaker back in because I took the wire out and then it stopped working for whatever reason. Like it wouldn't pick up most things. So I'll reverse disassemble this and yeah, see if it all works again once put back together. pin on there. It's starting to look like a real excavator again. There we go. That feels so much better knowing that we can do things with this again. That's ace, that is. And yeah, I know there were a few people trying to help me, and thanks for that, guys. I mean, it's appreciated. But I was pretty sure I'd burnt out that servo just with the amount of work that I've put it through over the past year. Almost a year that I've had this. Excavating that pond out there was a lot of work on the machine, and I think setting up the new work site was the the straw which broke the camel's back, as it were. That's off, isn't it? Turn it off. So yeah, back working. It's still bad weather outside, or reasonably wet ground, so I don't know if I'll get this out again this year. I'll see if the weather holds up. If it does, then we might be in luck. But I think for the moment I'll get all this reassembled, put back together. I'll keep that servo spare, because I've had it apart and I've kind of worked everything. I don't know if it was binding on something maybe, and who knows, but it's a potential spare. I'll maybe test with a couple of leads from somewhere and see if it will rotate itself again, just in case something else goes wrong, you know. But yeah, I'm happy with that. So yeah, keep tuned. I'm sure I'll be back into this at some point. I kind of almost want to change the paint, because nice how it is. Yellow is a bit boring, and I might try and get rid of all the Huina and power and top excavator crap all over the stuff, because it's not really appealing to me, to be honest. I know who's made it. Most people probably out there would know who's made it by now, having watched videos. I don't think I'll cover it with like a Volvo sticker, because that's just, again, not really what I want to do. So yeah, if anyone does have any suggestions, let me know what colour I'll take like things into consideration. Then possibly ignore it all and do whatever I wanted anyway. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye now.